Hey everyone, I'm one of the co-founders and CEO of Papaya. I've been now 8 years in the last mile logistics tech industry. And in my last experience 3 years ago, I was setting up a sustainable fleet for GoPup, one of the quick commerce companies. And I really wanted to have a sustainable fleet. And the main reason is because, as we all know, emissions keep increasing coming from the last mile, from e-commerce. We all have the pressure to meet these net zero target goals. And we also wanted to offer a very appealing proposition for our consumers. But all of this was much easier said than done. Because as soon as I started setting up my fleet, I found out two very clear barriers. So the first one was on the sourcing side. The second one was on the managing side. So when I wanted to source my fleet, I wanted a multimodal fleet, so different vehicle types, the right vehicle type for the right purpose. And that forced me to speak with around 15 different service providers in London, spend almost a month trying to understand the prices and building that massive spreadsheet to be able to compare apples to apples. And we ended up making a kind of an informed decision and started working with 6 of them. And that's when the second problem and the biggest problem came up, that is about managing this fleet. And the main reason is because all these service providers had different systems. So some of them, they had fleet management tools, other like Excel spreadsheets, WhatsApp groups, emails, calls. And it was very difficult. It was a problem of interoperability. Basically, having to interact with all these systems made it very hard for us to optimize for our KPIs. That was vehicle uptime and vehicle utilization. As a result, I was overspending around 30% on my fleet, and I didn't have enough vehicles to fulfill my orders. So that's a little bit what inspired me to start Papaya, to make sure that I can make much easier for any fleet manager to start a sustainable fleet or to transition into an electric fleet. So what is Papaya? Papaya is the platform to source, run, and manage electric vehicles, and the ability to interact with all the stakeholders in that same platform. But we have a bigger mission than that. We really want to help fleet operators to move from emitting vehicles to more sustainable vehicles. And how are we going to do that? So this week, I'm very excited because we just launched our latest product that is a one-stop shop solution where you can find any vehicle type made for commercial purposes, many light electric vehicles in Europe. And this is just a pure marketplace. But as I said, and from now on, any single fleet manager can go and electrify their fleets with few clicks, just going into one single platform, discovering all the different partners, all the different vehicle types in multiple geographies, and really kind of like stay updated with the latest industry updates. But as I said, managing was a bigger problem than sourcing. So during the last year, we spent it building a product, and we launched a vehicle management system that is supplier agnostic, location agnostic, and vehicle type agnostic for fleet operators. So it doesn't matter if you own, rent, lease your vehicles, if you do your own maintenance, external maintenance, or like wherever you have your vehicles, you just add all of them into one single platform, and you have full visibility, accountability, and traceability about what's happening to your fleet. So basically, this is an operational tool full of workflows, a rider app, incident management, asset management, insights generation. But as I said, you still have to interact with all these different service providers. So actually, this platform is multi-sided. So the people can manage their internal maintenance, but at the same time, manage the different partners that they interact with, all in one single tool, creating these kind of like market efficiencies. Just to do a quick recap about this product. So we have an operational tool for fleet operators. We have a very similar tool for service providers where they can manage all their maintenance, all their operations, all their workflows, but both tools are connected through different workflows like incident management, allowing them to cross-collaborate. And now that we have these foundations that allows people to have and to manage a fleet efficiently, is the right time to put on top of it the marketplace, so anyone can go to one-stop shop solution, source different vehicles, and manage it from the same platform. But that's the foundations of the vision, because we're trying to build the biggest ecosystem for sustainable vehicles in the world, creating this like software platform where anyone can plug and play. So everyone that wants to offer any service for a sustainable fleet, they can plug in. Anyone that wants to consume, they can play in. And yeah, it's been a year. We already work with a lot of different top leading brands in the industry, like Cultra, Vettel, Domino's, Bock, and we keep learning from them, and we keep building the platform. That's it from me. Thank you so much for listening.
Questions from the judges?
Yeah, quickly. So this is a license model, is it?
Per
vehicle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a freemium model, basically.
Okay.
On both sides of the platform, there is a free version. And then there is a premium version depending on the features that you consume.
That is per vehicle on
Yeah.
the platform. Okay, cool. Yeah.
On the operator app, the first version there, are you grabbing kind of API feeds from either a white labeled consumer app or a in-house one in order to drive the fleet management?
Yeah, we do some kind of integrations. So from IoT devices to like ERP systems to like invoicing systems, we really kind of like scope it on a customer by customer basis. But so far, people is adopting our tool and bringing their partners in the other side to work together.
Gotcha.
Where do you operate so far, and what is your stage of development? I mean, some KPIs.
So the platform is the operational platform. Both sides are like the fleet side is fully built. The service provider side is like 95% there, but we have more than 30 partners combining both sides using the platform. And the marketplace, we launched it like 3 days ago, and it's an actual product that people is using. So yeah, we could say that people is really enjoying the product and finding the benefits.
Which country is it?
So we started in the UK, but we basically launch countries when we get a new customer. It's pretty scalable. So we are in more than 8 countries at the moment, mainly European countries.
Okay.
But when I say we are in 8 countries, maybe in one country we are with one customer.
Because most of the suppliers do not deliver the product in everywhere. Lots of suppliers are quite pretty local, right?
It's the market. It's very interesting. You have the long tail, then you have the bigger players, right? We just recently closed a big contract with a Spanish player, but they have presence in the main European cities.
Okay.
So we immediately expand to other cities. But there is other players that they just work on a national level.